Hey friend, you hungry? Well, you're just in time. Click out of that app because tonight we're eating in. So if you want to see how to make these hand-cut crispy french fries and this golden, super tasty fried cod sandwich, you know what to do. Keep watching. Now, friend, I have been craving some super crunchy, crispy fries, but I couldn't find my mandolin slicer. But you thought that was going to stop me? No. So I grabbed my knife and I decided to cut my potatoes up into strips and cut them as thin as I possibly could. Now, I love me a fluffy, crunchy French fry. So I'm using 3 large russet potatoes today because they're perfect for frying and they always come out with that gorgeous golden crust on the outside. I've got some ice cold water waiting on the side. Once I'm done with my fries, I'm going to drop all of them in there and try to soak as much of the starch out of those fries. I washed that water out and then I replaced it with some more ice cold water and I'm gonna let it soak. Now, the longer you let your fries soak, the better. You could do up to, I don't know, 5 to 8 hours. I just did this overnight and went about my business. But the longer you keep it nice and cool and soaking in that cold water, the better chance you have of making some crispy, snappy fries. I'm done soaking my fries overnight, and now I'm ready to get all of the water out of them before I prep them for the oil. While I have my fries on the drying rack, I'm going to switch over to my fish. I have a cod fillet and I'm going to cut it up into smaller chunks. I love frying this fish because it's so meaty and it really soaks up whatever flavor you add to it. But this needs the water drawn out of it too because it's been in my freezer. So I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of salt all over the fish and use a paper towel to pat it dry. So this fish is getting the dry and wet batter treatment. So that means I'm going to use 2 different bowls to add some pre-seasoned flour into one. Add about a tablespoon of baking soda or baking powder to that. And for my wet batter, I'm going to use the same seasoned flour in another bowl and about a cup of club soda just to start that off with. You can add more as you go, but it's better to start with as little as possible. You want to build it up to be as thin enough to stir around, but thick enough to look like a pancake batter. Now, this is a seasoned fry mix flour that I make myself, and I use it on seafood, chicken, or anything like that. So if you want to see a video about that, let me know. So in order to get the maximum crunch and crisp on my fries, tonight I'm going to be doing a double fry on them, which means I'm going to fry it the first time just to cook the fry on the inside at about 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Take it out the oil and turn the oil up to about 350 or 375 if you want, just to get that crunch and golden skin on the outside. After the first fry, they're nice and soft and fluffy. I'm just kind of testing them just to make sure that there's no any hard pieces left. Once I'm done with the first fry of my batch of fries, I'm ready to turn up the heat and put them right back in to get them nice and crispy on the outside as well. While I let the rest of my fries get that crust on them, I'm going to go ahead and start covering my fish in the dry coat mix first. Let that sit for a few minutes and then we're going to throw it right into our wet batter. The heat is still pretty high from frying my fries for the second time, so I'm just going to keep that same temperature to fry my fish. I'm going to let it drip a little bit of that wet batter off into the bowl before dropping it into the oil, and just observe it, stir it around, and let it fry in that oil until it gets nice and golden on the outside. Now, you know, I'm always looking to add a pop of flavor to everything that I cook and eat. So I figured, why not use some of these lovely aioli sauces that I was sent over by Kraft? I received a smoky hickory bacon flavor aioli and a chipotle aioli. Now, the first one of these I'm going to try is the bacon flavored aioli sauce. And I think I have the perfect way to use it. I have a freshly toasted ciabatta bun. I don't know if you can see that smoke coming off of it, but that joint is nice and moist, okay? I'm going to use this on the top and the bottom of this bun just to add that pop of flavor to my fish fillet sandwich. Next, I'm adding some freshly sliced red onion because that's my favorite type of onion to add to a sandwich, as well as a little bit of romaine lettuce for that crunch. I love me a crispy sandwich. And of course, you know I can't go too far without some sharp Cooper. And I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit more of that hickory bacon flavored aioli on top of my fish fillet with some dill that I've been keeping in my refrigerator. I specifically chose to keep the chipotle aioli for my fries only because I think it would add the perfect amount of smokiness and tanginess to my fries. So I just sprinkled a little bit of salt, a little black pepper, and I went in with some chipotle aioli on those. Let me tell you right now, this was love at first bite. And just so you know, I'm not biased. I let my family try this and they loved it. Now, what I need to know is what you would try these flavors with. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to see me make with these creamy sauces from Kraft, let me know in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you for clicking play. I will see you next time, same place. Peace out.